Hello grade 2 and welcome to our October project. I'm so happy that you're here. To get started, I want to let you know that this is going to take a couple weeks to build. So you're not finishing it today, you're starting it today, and next week I will show you the continuing part of the project, okay? So please don't rush ahead. Please don't try to add anything to it because I want you to see what we're going to do over the next couple weeks, okay? So to get started, I have a pair of scissors. I have some Elmer's glue. I also have some white paper, and just to let you know, my paper is a little bit thicker. And if you go to the store, my paper is called cardstock, okay? You can also use plain white paper for this, but I think the thicker paper is a little bit better, okay? So just to let you know, we're gonna be working on this for the entire month of October. So please don't rush. If you're watching this video today and you're saying, oh my goodness, I don't have what Mr. Price is talking about, it's okay because you have the entire month to get the supplies, okay? All right, so you will need 2 pieces of the paper, okay? And the first thing I want you to do is take your piece number 1 and you're going to fold it in half, just like that. Ta-da! Super easy, right? And now what you're going to do is on the folded line, this is really important, you gotta find that folded line. If you do it on this side, you're not gonna get what I'm gonna do, okay? And I'm gonna use a marker, but you don't have to use a marker, you can just cut it. But right in the middle, right about here, where it's folded, I'm gonna draw a line like that, okay? Now the reason why I did that was to show you where I'm gonna be cutting. And remember, it's on the folded line. So I'm gonna go cut. And I just cut it like that. Now, this part is super important. So this is where you have to practice a little bit, but you want to take where it's cut and you want to flip this side down like that, and you want to take the top and flip it up, so when you're done, I'll show you what it looks like. I'll get my hands out of the way. It creates a triangle shape. Do you see that triangle shape in there? Okay. And again, it's on the folded side. I know I keep saying that, but I know that when we do this in school, a lot of kids end up cutting the other side and then they won't have the project. So now that I cut it like that, I'm going to turn it around and I'm gonna take those little triangles that I folded and flip them to the other side. So I like just to put them down first like that, and now flip them onto the other side. Okay, so when I'm done, these triangles kind of flip, flop back and forth. Okay, and I do it a couple times to kind of loosen up the paper. Paper is made out of fiber from tree pulp, and you have to kind of loosen the fiber and break it. That way the paper will be easily bendable. I'm going to just turn it like this and loosen up that fold so that way it's not completely closed, okay? And I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna push those triangles inside the paper. So what I like to do is I like to put my one hand inside, that way it's not shutting. Do you see what I did? I put my hands inside. And I'm gonna take the first triangle, and if I bent it enough, look, because I broke the fibers in the paper, it goes right into the hole. So now I just take this one, push, and you have to help it, right? This is why the thicker paper comes in handy. But now, when I open this up, okay, so do you see what I did? The triangles are inside now. I pushed them in. I will have, look at that. Do you see how those triangles start moving? Isn't that amazing? I love it. Every time I see this, I'm starting to see a mouth talking to me. That's a clue. All right, so remember, if I rewind this, okay, I fold the paper, I cut the paper, I make triangles up and down, flip-flop them, turn it up like that, and they pop inside. You might have to practice or get an adult to help you pop them in, but they will go in. Okay? Now, once I have that, remember that other piece of paper? Just take this piece, fold it neatly. Neatness counts for this, guys. I know that sometimes in art, we can be sloppy and splatter things or cut kind of chaotically, but for this, you really need to take your time and be neat, okay? So now that I have that, I'm gonna take my Elmer's glue, shake it out, and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue around the entire edge of the paper. And if you have a glue stick works great too. You can certainly use that. But do you see where I put the glue? Just, you know, if I wanted to take my finger and smooth that out, I can. But I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna lay it inside. So right where the folds are, you have to make them touch. Okay, and close this up. All right, a good little press and open it up. And now what that does is that piece of paper that's on the outside creates a backing inside the hole. Okay, so now that you have the beginning part of the project set up, all right, if you can make a couple of these before next week, that would be fantastic. I'm gonna try to make 2 more so I have 3 to work with, all right? Also, before next week, if you can find a paper towel tube, we're gonna use this for the project as well, all right? So for next week, let's try to get 3 of these created and get yourself a paper towel tube, all right? So practice. I know it's a little hard at first, but once you get it, you're gonna be making tons of these once you see what we're making. It's so much fun. And also, boys and girls, one thing I wanna say is you do not need to send it in Seesaw yet. I'll take a look at it when it's finished. You can send a picture in Seesaw then, okay? So in the meantime, just hang tight, hold on to the project, and tune in next time, and we'll see part 2. Can't wait to see you again. I'll talk to you soon, boys and girls. Bye.